University of Phoenix, digital skills for the 21st century. We're looking at week 3, point of sale, data collection. So in this assignment, we're asked to create a table listing at least 7 data items collected in the transaction and how they are entered into the system. During your weekly trip to the grocery store, you purchase, for example, these 7 items: bread, milk, cold cereal, bananas, rice, chicken. Workflow example, transaction attributes that you can use. Examples are listed apparently twice. And then I gave you another example for like a diagram to help you explain it. And then over here, we have week 3, a slide deck online. Again, I prefer to use the desktop version. This is the online. I just launched the desktop. Here's the desktop. Notice that again, I'm shown to be online on slide 1. I went back to the online. I'm clicking on slide 2. I go back to the desktop and I'm on slide 2 because it knows where you're at. This is one of the benefits / things you need to be aware of when using cloud tech. So on this title slide, point of sale, IT 200, week 03. I created a table with 7 items. I created across the top, they're like attributes. The item name, right? We call it Wonder Bread or whatever. I just called it bread. Manufacturer, I made up names. I made up the count that they were being purchased. You could use that as far as like inventory, right? Instead of what they bought, what you're deducting or whatever. There's the sale price, there's the markup, there's the date and time. You could list all kinds of attributes, and then those graphics online in Blackboard, I gave you a few screenshots of what the attributes could look like. Here, I added a few, a like workflow, and I'm just describing what would occur. Customers would arrive and select items. They put the items in a shopping cart. They would take the shopping cart to a terminal where one of our employees could scan it, or as you know, they could self-scan. The scanned items would interact with our database. The items, price, and other attributes would be updated in the database appropriately. Databases would deduct inventory, check prices for discounts, and generate receipts. We could also say that the database would have triggers or events that when they occur, they'd reorder items, replace items, and such. And finally, we'd have a way to validate the database by producing receipts. And on the receipts, again, we could, in the database, track what cash register, what store, what clerk, what day and time the transaction occurred. And then finally, with the receipt in hand, our consumer would be able to leave with their items and exit the store. So I hope that helps you with the assignment. Let me know if you need any additional help. But this was, again, Peter Fortuna for the University of Phoenix.